Hello Taurus, thank you very much for tuning in to your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. I think you can see it. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, already shuffled. First half is relationship, second half is single. That's it? That's it. Okay. Alright, I feel there's good love going between here. This is good. Like, I feel like your partner expressing love, you having love. I feel like you're more... Do I want to say covert? I'm seeing you stand here with the Queen of Cups, but I feel like you seem to be holding your feelings back a little bit, is what I'm getting. The Queen of Cups is somebody who has a lot of control. She lets people know what she wants. If she feels for somebody but she doesn't want them to know, she can keep it to herself. But for some reason, I just feel like you're holding back your emotions a little bit. You're very much... I mean, well, why? Your partner's expressing a lot of love towards you. I get this with the Ace of Cups. And when I'm seeing them come towards you, I'm also seeing when they're expressing this love, whatever the situation is, they don't really know where it's going to go. They're not really sure if it's going to work out in their favor or more in your favor. There's something they seem to want from the situation, but they're not sure you're going to go along with it. I feel like that's the best way to put this. Now, you seem to be having the Emperor's stance. And it's not like you purposely want to keep your partner from what they want, but you're looking at this from a different angle, and you're just kind of like, is it best for the situation for them to get what they want? In the long run, is that a good thing or is it a not so good thing? If it doesn't matter either way, I feel like you'll give into it. But if you feel like it'll set things back or it'll have a negative effect, you'll abstain from it. And I feel like that's why you're holding your emotions back a little bit. Because you do love your partner. But like if you get all gushy with them and you know they pull on your heartstrings, you're liable to go along with something that maybe you don't want to. And the thing is, you don't want this situation to go forward without a profit, which is subjective, of course. But basically without the situation going in a good way, getting better, like you're looking for some type of improvement is what I'm getting. And your worry, your challenge card is the Five of Swords. You're thinking if you go too far towards your partner, if you just go along with what they want, the situation will be fine. It won't go bad, but it won't get any better. It won't improve. You won't get that profit feel. But it doesn't have to be money, but I'm just getting like the situation won't go in a better direction. It won't improve, or like you're a builder. So I'm feeling like that makes sense. Maybe I'm going too far with trying to explain it because I feel like it makes sense to you. It's not like, it doesn't have to be tangible money, but it's just like an improvement. Some type of investment showing a return in that sense. Now, you're definitely going forward with something. The Chariot is telling me in your spiritual spot that you're moving forward on a situation, you know what you want, and you're going forward with it. Your partner has the Page of Wands. They're active in the situation as well, but they're following your lead. Whatever you want, they seem to go along with, which is why they're trying to appeal to your loving nature to get what they want. They feel like you're in control. They have to work with you. If you're on board, they can get what they want. If you're not on board, it's just going to be a fight, and they're going to end up with nothing, so they're not going to bother doing that. Okay. Their challenge card is they have a lot of ideas. Well, not a lot of ideas. They know what they want, and they're hoping for it. They're hoping for what they want, but they're not really sure if it's going to pan out. Their challenge card is to not go for what they want, is what I'm getting. I'm getting if they put a little bit more pressure and show you how much they want something, they could actually get it. Because you love them, is what I'm getting. They could win you over if they put a little bit more force behind it. But I feel like the way they're looking at it is like if they want everybody, well, if they want both of you to be happy in this relationship, they got to be a little more selective about what they say, how they do things. They want to win you over. they want you to be happy too. To them, it's very important that you're also happy. They do want to get what they want, but they want you to be happy at the same time. Like, they're not looking to take advantage of you. And I feel like they want you to be on board with them getting what they want. They don't want to just kind of like sneak it through or anything like that. I do feel, though, that your partner is very persistent. Your partner feels very persistent. And what they want, they keep asking for. They keep dropping hints that they want it. They got the the Knight of Pentacles here. They keep trying. They keep going. They do love you, and they keep showing you that love, and they keep trying to get what they want. I'm getting that you kind of don't... I don't feel like you agree that that will help the situation, though. So you're kind of trying to slip around the situation. You're just trying to kind of like I don't want to say pacify it. I feel like you're just kind of trying to ignore it, or just trying to divert attention so you can just kind of get around it, because you're like, I don't think that's good for this situation. I feel like we're not going to really make any progress going that direction. And I'm getting the Seven of Swords with the Destiny is like, you're just kind of sneaking around this situation. You're just avoiding the conversation and just going forward and trying not to talk about it. Even though they're persistent and they keep dropping hints and trying to bring up the conversation, you're doing everything you can to move around it and just not go there, because I feel like you're more concerned like they're going to pull on your heartstring and you're going to go along with something that you don't want to go along with. And I feel like you're thinking this is the nicest way to do it. It's just to not... You don't want to flat out tell them no, but you don't want to go along with what they want either. So you're just trying to get around the situation and not really talk about it. And the Destiny next to it is saying... I feel like Destiny's saying this is probably a good way to handle this. Seems to be what it's saying. Now, what helps you is to actually move forward and actually keep going the way you want, to accumulate the interest, to accumulate the... I want to say profit again. The word profit keeps popping up. Whatever you're looking to attain from the situation, just keep going towards that. It's not harming your partner is what I'm getting. But for the goal you want, it feels good. It feels like that's fine. Just keep going. Just keep going the way you are, and you'll attain that goal. On your partner's side, what happens for them is... Okay, this is good. They got the Fool card, the Five of Pentacles, and the New Beginnings. What I'm getting for them, what helps them, and maybe you can find a way to kind of get them over in this thought or kind of start directing it that way, is to like just go along with the situation as it is, realize they're not going to get what they want, but then center on something else maybe that they want. Get some other ideas out there. Maybe because there's other things that you would go along with, and maybe you want to put forth a couple ideas that you think they might like that you would go along with, and like kind of start the ball rolling that way. If you see what they want and you're like, I can't go along with that for this reason or that reason, what's close to that does work for you, that, you know, circumvents those reasons that you don't like? What does go along with what you want? And just kind of maybe suggest those things. Put a few suggestions out there and see what grabs hold for them. Because I'm getting a new beginning would help them. Like something else. Like they may not be able to get what they really want right now, but you might be able to redirect that energy and kind of like, you know what, I still want you to have what you want though. What about these options? Maybe dropping hints like, oh, well, maybe this other thing, or maybe that would be an option, or maybe that would be an option. Things that you've kind of already mulled over, and you're like, you know what? I know that they want X, Y, and Z. I'm not good with X, but maybe I can find a way, you know, some other way to work out Y and Z for them, and put out some options and see how that grabs them, and see if they take hold of those, and maybe I can make my partner happy and still keep this on track the way I want to. And I feel like that's how this is ending. Like, just kind of dropping hints, redirecting this. Staying in the path that you've already decided is good. But to sweeten the pot, to make this a better situation, like dropping hints like, I'm not into X, Y, Z, but Y and Z aren't so bad. If you can work out Y or X a little better, maybe we can make this a go. Alright, I think the message is there. I think if this is hitting, you got the point. I think we're good. Alright, so let's do Taurus, single Taurans. Single Taurans. Let's do single Taurans. Messages for single Taurans. What do we have for single Taurans? Messages for single Taurans. Empowering messages for single Taurans that show them the truth of what's happening and empower them to move in the direction that they would like to move in and show them the possibilities there. That's it? Well, I shuffle a lot before we start, and it's still got a lot of Taurus energy, and I'm guessing a lot of times I don't have to shuffle a lot because of that. It's already really full with that energy that I'm already clicking into. I feel like this is going to be good, but it's not without its tribulations. Or, well, I mean, it's like you're fighting up a mountain, but when you get to the top of this mountain, I'm getting you're extremely happy. So I feel like this is going to go well. It's just, it's got to work through some rough spots is what I'm getting. Just 2 again. That's fine. This is what's really pulling at me. The 2 of Cups in your environment. Somebody is just gaga over you. They're just like, they love you to bits. They think you're the best thing since sliced bread, whatever you want to call it. They're into you. Flat out into you. And they just think you're the perfect match for them. They think they're the perfect match for you. They can really add to your life. You can add to theirs. They think this is a perfect union. You and them together would be a great match. Now, they're already there. I'm getting, when they first even come towards you, so I don't know, I feel like even them being interested in you is a shock. The fact that they're interested in you is a shock. I feel like you already have knowledge of this. And I feel like you're kind of like, whoa, really? I don't feel you going left or right with that, just kind of shocked that they are. It's not left, it's not right, it's like, oh, okay. All right. Now, they're very into you, and I just feel like you're caught off guard, not in a good way or a bad way. It's just kind of like you didn't expect it. Just, you're not upset about it, but you're not overjoyed about it. You're just like, really, wasn't even considering that. And I'm getting that kind of sits with you for a moment. It sits with you for a moment, and I feel like you kind of like that idea. And I'm kind of shocked that this card is here, and I just want to be sure. I'm getting the Knight of Wands for you, where you're standing. You go towards this person. You've thought about it for a little while, but you actually taking movement on it, it just seems like it's really quick. And to the other person, it may very much seem out of the blue. To the other person, it might. Even though you've been thinking about it, you just kind of make your decision and you go. But you've been thinking about it, to be fair. So it's not like a completely irrational move. It's just kind of the thoughts been rolling around your brain since you figured out they liked you, since you saw that information, whatever that means. Been rolling around, and then it just clicked just right, and you're just like, I'm moving forward on this. I'm going to like see what I can make happen here. So, judgment goes in your favor. But, so you got judgment in your favor, and I do see at the top the 7 of Cups. And this seems to be for both of you. There's a lot here to work out. I feel like there's a lot to work out, to be fair. There's a lot of ideas, and this is like the dream card, the possibilities card, all that good stuff. It's not bad, but I feel like there's a lot. It seems like there's a lot to juggle, to be fair. And when you come towards this person, even though they're receptive to you, I feel like you've been mulling it over, and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to go forward with this. So you know that you want to, and you see the value in this person. I feel like to them it's quick and out of like they're shocked. I feel like now they're shocked. And the 5 of Wands happens because like I feel like you come forward and you're just like suggesting things to do, and they don't know what to do just yet. I feel like there's a lot going on. I feel like these are busy lives. At least if they're in life, there's busy times. Something's busy here. It's like it's not easy, I feel. And I'm getting the 5 of Pentacles or 5 of Wands here. It just feels like there's a lot to work through to have things add up. They want to do this. They very much want to see you. But I feel like there's obstacles to get around. And I'm getting the 4 of Cups is kind of like they're having a hard time. Like the schedules, your and their schedules are having a hard time linking up. And I'm getting the 4 of Cups is the disappointment that you both want this to happen. And it's finding the time. I feel like this is the point where you both agree you want to do it, but it's one of those things where you don't know where to do it just yet. You don't know how to get together just yet, but you're like agreeing or letting each other know you're both on the same page. So I'm getting communication is going well here, but it's not like anything is happening like face to face, or at least no dating, nothing beyond maybe if you're talking face to face. That's all you have time for, and it doesn't last long. that goes into the next section, which don't get daunted by this. It does end well. I'm just going to tell you. Because this next one may seem a little rough, but it is going to end well. Three of Swords by best possible decision. I feel like you're getting frustrated. And I feel like this is more you or them. It might be more them. It might be more them. One of you, at the very least, if not both of you, let's just go that direction, is getting very, very pessimistic, I would say. You're just feeling like this is never going to work, can't seem to make it happen. Like, it's just every opportunity is not an opportunity. Nothing seems to link up. It doesn't matter that both of you are on the same page if you can't see each other. It's almost like it's so hard just to make one date happen. How is a relationship even supposed to have any type of chance here? And I'm getting best possible decision with the Three of Swords, because I feel like what's going on here is the two of you really have to brainstorm and like, what can each of us move around to make sure we have, you know, time available at the same time. Because I'm getting there's a sad feeling here, and I feel like there's a sad conversation of one, I don't know who's saying it, but somebody seems to be coming forward saying, you know what, I really want this to happen, but if we can't even make a first date happen, or we're having such a challenge just seeing each other dating, how are we supposed to ever have a possibility for a relationship? And I feel like probably you is coming forth saying, well, you know what can we both move around in our schedules? What things can we move around so we would have, you know, free time at the same time so we can see each other? Best possible decision coming out of the Three of Swords is telling me somebody, if not both of you, are very disappointed, and you're just trying to see, like, what do we need to do? Like, it's taking extra effort to move schedules around so that you can actually see each other, because I feel like this is possible. I feel like it's very possible, to be fair. When that happens, you got the Ace of Cups and you got the Psychic Protection. I'm getting you're both making time for each other, but I'm also getting you're both being very selective about who knows you're dating. Because at this point, it's still the dating part. And I feel like you both have to be you have to step very gingerly, I think that's the way you put it, very carefully. Because if you let certain people know, each of you actually, I'm getting, in your lives, that you have plans with someone else, or like you're going on a date, they might just walk over you and just take over that time, because they're going to make you feel like they need that time. Because I feel like you both have this, like people who are just usurp the time you want for somebody else and try to take it on as their own. So you got to be very careful, step very softly, step very carefully or gingerly. You got to make sure people don't get the idea that this time is negotiable. You got to make it look like you're very busy, and you just got to make sure you keep certain people at bay so they don't try to usurp that time. That's the Psychic Protection. But I'm getting this is really connecting in very strong. The first couple months, I feel like might be a challenge. If this is hitting with you, I feel like the first couple months will be a challenge. After that, it'll start smoothing out, and it'll get easier and easier as time goes on. And this whole thing might be about the first couple months, just to be fair. I think we're there. Done. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.